Hi, I'm Raquel D'Souza, and with me today is Chandler Jenkins and Egolum, and they're running for student body president and vice president. Thanks for joining me today, guys.
No problem.
Thanks for having us.
Great. So what Mason organizations have you guys been involved in?
All right. So my name is Chandler Jenkins. I'm a junior government major from Richmond, Virginia. In my 3 years here, I've been involved in student government in multiple different capacities, but all in university life department. So spirit is definitely my thing. I've also been a Patriot leader the summer after my freshman year. I have been president of Lambda Sigma Honor Society, and currently I serve as the secretary of Delta Alpha Pi Disability Honor Society, and I'm also a sister of Pi Beta Phi sorority.
Okay, great. And what about you?
As for me, I came in freshman year and I ran for the president of the class of 2017. Though the organization is kind of disbanded, I'm still going to hold on to that title until I graduate from this university. So I have that under my belt. I'm also part of SHEP, which is the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, NSB, the National Society of Black Engineers, and I'm also vice president of the African Student Association. I'm quite active in BSA, which is the Black Student Alliance, and CSA, the Caribbean Student Alliance. And I'm also in student government.
Okay, great. So how has your involvement in all these different organizations influenced creating your platform?
Well, creating our platform, our slogan is Empower Mason. This is extremely important in knowing not only who we are as presidential and vice presidential candidates, but also in knowing who we are as people. I think we chose the word empower because it's such a strong word. It makes a statement. Mm-hmm. We want every student to know that their voice matters. We want to be inclusive. We want to be welcoming, approachable, accessible people so that students know that whatever they feel is important, whatever they deem important to them as people and students is also important to us. So in our different capacities as student leaders on this campus, we know that students have different thoughts and feelings about what's important to them. So we want to bring those to the table.
Yeah, and also, like I said, I'm the class of 2017 president. So when I came in, I had a general understanding that I wanted to come in. I wanted to be the voice for the students who didn't necessarily know how to get their opinions across, get their wants and needs across. So I know what it means for students to want something to happen and not necessarily know how to do that. So I wanted to be that voice for the students. And also being the vice president of the African Student Association, I understand something about diversity, something that Mason has but needs to incorporate more of. So being vice president of the ASS really allowed me to see a different aspect of Mason that a lot of students don't really get to see.
Okay, great. So a big part of your platform is about creating a unified Mason community. Why is this initiative important for you guys?
I would say that it's important to us because we've identified some of the key problems that we think students face is lack of inclusion and lack of transparency. So students are sometimes the last people to know when important decisions are being made. Mm-hmm. So we want that to change, obviously. We want students to be knowledgeable and informed about these decisions before they're made and in the decision-making process. So I think that's a really important element to understand about our platform.
Yeah, and an addendum to that is that I chose Mason because of its diversity. And I feel like it's a shame that we have so many different cultures, ethnicities, racial and religious backgrounds, and we're not taking advantage of it. So we want to create and foster community, or one community, not multiple communities, just so students can get the most of their experience here at Mason. Because you won't really go anywhere and find so many different cultural backgrounds, religious backgrounds, and racial backgrounds. So I feel as though we need to take advantage of it now.
We want student government to be a place where everyone can come, regardless of their backgrounds, identities, experiences, and be united as one. Because at the end of the day, we all have our ties to Mason, regardless of our differences. So we want to capitalize on that.
So as I'm sure you both know, a student government undersecretary got removed because of some tweets about undocumented students. So do you think that experience changed your idea of how student government should be run?
To answer that question directly, no. That did not change our idea of how student government should be run because we have a very clear vision of how we intend to run student government and how we think it should be run in the future. That particular situation, the process by which those decisions were made is not how we would have handled the situation. However, moving forward, we have a platform that has initiatives that will create a culture in student government that will prevent those types of things from happening. One of those things is cultural competency. We want every member of student government to know the communities they represent and those that they reflect. So we want student government members to have certain trainings under their belt in the different diverse communities that we represent.
Yeah, and just following up with what you said, Mason is diverse. And being in student government, you represent a diverse body. So we just want students in student government to be as equipped as possible to understand and see from different perspectives how to address certain situations. Because at a school like Mason, everything is not black and white. So we just want students to be as equipped as possible.
Okay. And also in the media, there's been a lot of controversy about Greek organizations in certain campuses. How do you guys think you could ease tensions with Mason's Greek life and the rest of the students?
Speaking as a Panhellenic woman now, it has been a real honor to be part of that community. It's something that it was very unanticipated. I didn't expect to find such an amazing family in the FSL community at Mason. I think as someone in Greek life, we have on our platform something that can really be beneficial to easing these tensions between students, not only students in and out of Greek life, but also the administration. So something that not a lot of people outside of Greek life may know, but Greek life does so much for the community. We do philanthropy, we do community outreach, and that's something that I really want to showcase to administration and students alike. So I think something that is very tangible and doable on our platform is the initiative of the Greek Progress Report. And this is just a kind of pamphlet, if you will, that will outline the different councils and the chapters that Mason has and overview and outline some of the different great causes that we represent and we strive to improve and help on this campus. So turning the kind of shifting the perception of Greek life into more of a positive light and making people more aware of all the good that we do.
That's great. So on your Facebook page, your mission includes working towards a better tomorrow. What do you think a better tomorrow looks like for Mason Patriots?
I feel as though a better tomorrow looks like inclusivity, because it really hurts when we have situations like the tweets of the former Undersecretary dying. I feel as though if we had a better understanding of people's perspectives, people's backgrounds, what people went through and what people are going through, because you can't look at somebody and tell their story. You can't look at somebody and know what they're going through. So if we provided a platform that just allowed people to be inclusive and allow people to understand everything that another student goes through, whether it be trainings, cultural shows, initiatives, just different things that allow students to really to appreciate and get involved in the wide spectrum of diversity here at Mason.
Okay. Continue.
I think one of the things that I'm really passionate about, as well as a boom, because we both worked in the University Life capacity, is spirit. We want every student to feel a sense of pride that they're a patriot and that they can reflect back on their years here in the most positive of ways. So I think a better tomorrow for Mason and student government is to amplify the spirit and the pride that we feel and increase the energy and the vibrance of this campus. And I want to accomplish that in a variety of different initiatives. One of them is a mural, a bucket list mural. I want somewhere on campus there to be painted different things to do before you graduate. I think that could really increase our pride and our spirit and energy on this campus and make it feel more like a place where people want to be and they want to exude that patriot pride wherever they go, no matter where they are, even after graduation.
That's a great idea. So,
thanks.
Anything else you guys want to tell me?
Shannon?
All right. I think if there's one thing I want the students to take away from our platform and who we are as people, is that we both are extremely passionate. We are driven. We are motivated. We are inspired by the students. That's why we chose Empower Mason. We want every student to feel empowered, that they matter. And we want to be students they can come up to and talk to, be approachable and friendly, and be friends with them, interact with them, go to these different events. We want to be that student body president and vice president for the students. And we hope that they will trust us enough to do the best job for them. So.
Yeah, and one of the most important things that we've been doing throughout our campaign is when students ask us, oh, what are you going to do for us? Our campaign is not what we can do for you. It's what you tell us your problems and we see the best way that we can help you. So we don't go around telling people, oh, this is what we're going to do for you, X, Y, and Z. No, you tell us our problem and we'll see the best way that we can help you, because that's ultimately what we're here for. We're the representatives of the student body.
Okay, well, thank you again for being here today, guys, and good luck on your campaign.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, you can follow us on Facebook at GMU 4th Estate to get more updates about the elections. This is Raquel DeSouza for 4th Estate.